In the spring of 2022, the Columbia DMA saw a dramatic uptick in gun violence. Dozens of people were either being shot to death or injured in a number of unrelated incidents. The bloodbath caused many across the community to question the source of the violence. Watch Fox Local First decided to hold a town hall format news special. We called upon local law enforcement agents, a local pastor, a licensed psychotherapist, and community stakeholders. During the news special, we discussed the violence and the resources available to help reduce teen violence. Programs and services were highlighted, showcasing what some of the community are doing to get teens off the streets, including the mental health impacts of violence.
It's disturbing. I mean, we're sick and tired of it.
A gun's gonna get you one or two places. It's gonna get you in prison, or it's gonna get you in the cemetery. What we gotta do is change the hearts and minds of these young people who are out here with guns.
Well, thank you for joining us for our special edition of Watch Fox, our town hall on gun violence in the Midlands. I'm your moderator, Friendy Clairvaux. Within the past 3 months, our area has seen a number of shootings, many deadly and some not. A good portion of those shootings involve young people. Back on March 8th, 14-year-old Travion Fuller was shot and killed in a wooded area at Arcadia Park Apartments. Authorities tell us 4 teenagers were arrested in this case and faced charges in his murder. On March 13th, a 20-year-old Jamaica Dowling was shot and killed at the Green Crossing Apartments during a party. Surveillance video you see here showing people running for their lives. Authorities say an argument led to gunfire, which spilled into the hallway, and outside of the building, 4 other people were.
Conflict resolution is what's absent. We were taught that by our parents. We were taught that going to church. But our kids are not being taught that. And the church is not just the 4 walls on Sunday. Church has got to be out in the community, and that's what he's doing with his church, and we have other churches doing it.
Yeah, Friendy, we've been asking folks to tune in tonight and submit some questions to us ahead of tonight's town hall forum. And people are watching along right now. We're streaming this live on our Facebook page, also on our website, wach.com. A lot of people commenting on the frustration we've been talking about, just angry that this is happening in our community, and expressing their condolences for the most part to all these families that have been touched by these tragic shootings, this tragic violence. David Bitter's writing on the Facebook page is there needs to be a discussion, that people are just simply angry. They reach for a gun before trying to work out the problem. We've talked about that, the conflict resolution or lack of conflict resolution.
What is it about, I guess, the gun culture that appeals to a lot of young people? What do you hear when you talk to them?
America has a gun culture. I mean, that's just the reality of it. We have an arsenal that's greater than most armies in the world. We love our guns. And unfortunately, that's not just in rap videos. That's, advocates of, the Second Amendment all the way down. And that's why I go back to the love issue. We have to value life more. I think we've become a little too callous. We're loving our weapons more than we love people. And because that is the climate, the atmosphere, everybody gets saturated with it one way or the other. If you look at most of our movies, and it doesn't have to be rap movies, you can rarely watch a movie without some form of killing, some form of shooting. And it creates a callousness. When you look at that kind of murder over and over again, we talk about the kids with the video games, but we're really seeing the same things. I think years ago, I think it was in the 90s, where they showed an actual murder on television, but because people have been so desensitized by television murders, it had no effect.
We had 32 murders in Richland County last year. We solved 32 murders. Solving murders is not the problem, it's preventing them. And that's where the community comes involved. Chief Holbrook and I, our people are doing our jobs, but we have to get more of the community involved. That village needs to stand up strong and tall right now, and let's start raising our kids. If the parents can't do it and they need help, then the village, which is all of us, needs to step in.
We're going to go ahead and continue.